Hey, welcome back. So here's a quick video I was making today on hopefully a tune you recognize. Uh, so what I'm doing right here with Logic is I want to lay down the bass line to this tune, My Girl, and then I'm adding the melody and some more chords. I'm doing this for a performer for his cabaret act on a cruise ship, and I'm making piano tracks just in case he needs them for the venue. Like so many of these gigs, he's walking into the unknown in terms of what the venue may supply. He's not sure what they may have. So I'm making these tracks. But what I think is kind of cool is how I get to edit and create the piano part. So right there, I'm going to grab that one measure between 6 and 7 because it's the same repeated figure over and over again. And it sort of feels like maybe I'm cheating a little bit, but really what I'm doing is making sure that every bar is the same, because a lot of this music, particularly this song and the groove, you want the same thing over and over again. We sort of rely on that pop drive, that very simple, straightforward, right on the beat music. And as you can see, the notes I'm playing, because this is a digital recording and not an audio file, it's digital, so you can actually see the notes on a grid. You see the piano on the left side of the screen vertically, and those lines, those horizontal lines, are the notes I'm playing, and the color indicates how hard I'm hitting, the velocity, the dynamic, basically, the loud and soft. And so now the red in the screen is what I'm recording live. I'm not recording it now, obviously, I'm talking after the fact, but what's great about this is I can see everything that's being written down. Now, I didn't alter that second chord on measure 21, and you can hear I'm sort of figuring it out before I record again because I'm doing this all on a lead sheet, so I'm not really reading the notes, I'm just sort of making it up based on the chords. So I'm trying to figure out that second beat needs to go down so I can drag and drop, and then I resolve, da-da, so I'm ready to go on and record some more. And I want to finish the bar, bop, 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 but I go to verse 2, which is the same as the first, and rather than recording it all over again, I'm just going to find that verse I want to copy. So that's the repeated opening. So here's the verse. I'm going to first make that one section. I just combined all of it. Now I'm going to copy it and then line it right up, right at the top of 22, measure 22 in this case. What's great about it is I can make sure that I'm not rushing or behind, especially if it needs to all stay on the same beat. So that's this for now. It's looking pretty good. So, part 2, again, it's all, you know, I feel like, oh, I'm cheating because I'm copying and pasting. Well, I play the phrase, but it's the same repeated phrase, and in fact, it's better that it's repeated exactly the same. And I also have to take into account that I'm doing this on a keyboard in my home studio. I'm not doing it live on a real piano with all of the elements, if I had them, to do it, well, like they did in Motown, like Hitsville, USA. And I actually went there in Detroit when I was on tour with Fun Home and got to see the tiny garage, you know, Studio A, that little space where they recorded, well, I want to say they recorded this. They recorded a lot of tunes in a very small space. So now I'm figuring out, there's a solo in this bridge that comes up, and I'm trying to lay down a piano part and then figure out, okay, I want to just add something on top of this. I didn't like that, so I recorded, then I cut it. I'm trying to continue the same rhythmic figure, but adding different harmonies, and I'm sort of playing around with the D minor and the G and just trying to figure out, okay, what's the next phrase? And also I'm doing this from recordings of, you know, bass and drums and guitar and saxophone and piano. So I'm just trying to recreate that as best I can. So then I just decided, okay, I'm going to lay down the bass line, which is the red recording again. Now I think I'm going to add some more harmony. Alright, so because it's so repetitive, I have to go back far enough to know where I am in the phrasing, because it's kind of all looks the same. There's a little difference there. I can see, you can even see on the image of it, those four those four chords between 37 and bar 38. Okay, now I'm adding some of that iconic bridge solo. It honestly does. Trust me, it sounds better on the track. I'm doing this through iMovie, so it's kind of, you're losing a little bit of the quality of the audio, because I'm also recording on top of this recording to talk through it. See, I played a wrong note, so I'm going to take that out. So this is all, again, like I said, digital recording. And right now, because we changed keys, I just grab all those notes, and we're up a step. We're now so now we're up a step in D major. And I'm going to listen all the way through and make sure that the G, D, G, D, G, these two chords back and forth, are the same in this last verse, now that we're up a step. Pretty much lines up. You'd say, you know, everyone sing along, right? And all of this works pretty well, except for this very last bit. I gotta add a little ending, so I'm gonna just nix all of that, just drag that over, get that out of the way. I gotta figure out, okay, I gotta do the, yeah, I'm playing around with this final bit. A nice D major 9, little jazzy ending, okay. And I got the click going. That metronome click really helps me stay in time, and if I need to quantize, move everything over to the downbeats. So I decided just to let the metronome play and just play it in time, because you see the blue line above this, that's my tempo line. I'm at 112 beats per minute. I'm gonna just add some ritardandos, some slowdowns, and look, I can curve that line. And now it's a little slower. And now that I've sort of figured that out, I want to make sure, yeah, I want to keep that chord going a little longer, get rid of some of the wrong notes. There are still some wrong notes in this, but I think it's good because I don't want it to sound too clean. That's something I've really had to learn. I can make recordings sound perfect, but that's not human, right? So there we go. Take the metronome out. And now the metronome's gone. I'm going to close off the very back end so we don't have 5 minutes of silence at the end of the recording. You know, the song's only, what, 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes? I'm going to join the whole thing and make it one long track in case I need to change anything later. And now we should be in good shape. Thanks for watching.